Hello, welcome back to Punisher's Paintball, guys. It is Meaty Guy Doug and Daddy Joel back in office here. Joel has new facial hair. I already made fun of him for it. It's a goatee. Apparently he's blue collar now. But in other actual paintball news, we're going to bring you guys some updates that we have here. We just put together our little list. So if you guys like this video, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, and leave us a comment. Tell us other things that we missed. There's no way for us to know absolutely everything going on in paintball. But
should they unlike if they don't like my goatee?
Yes. 100%. Just give us the engagement either way, because a dislike is still engagement. So, but yeah. Anyway, if you guys do happen to like this video and if you want to buy things from Punishers, use the link in the description, and we'll catch you after the intro.
I'm so free.
All right. So Joel wrote the list. I will kind of look at it here and go with.
There's really there's really like for the month of August. There's not like anything groundbreaking.
Little dead. Not a whole lot going on. I mean, there are important things going on for different leagues and whatnot. I know that we have a few regional league things going on. We just had MAXL last weekend, right? Mm-hmm. How was that, Joel? I didn't get to go.
It's good. Yeah. We went to the third event. The first two events were on conflicting weekends for the first two, so we chose to go to this one, and we had a really good time at Blast Camp Paintball. If you guys have never been out to Blast Camp, be sure to check it out. It's in Hobart, Indiana, which is kind of like a suburb-ish, not too far away from the Chicago area.
I was going to say, I know like Ronnie and a lot of the other guys that live out in the Chicago, the Midwest, really. It's another hub for the Midwest other than Level Up, obviously, here in Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously you have one of the best semi-pro teams out there, so that you get a lot of good speedball.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we were there and we had a really good time. We brought our brand new trailer.
Got to give it a test run.
That's right. Yeah. So that's important for us guys, because any events that we are vending at, we obviously are going to have a better opportunity to serve you guys, because we're going to be able to bring more stuff, which is always good. So
I'm going to pay to rent no trailer.
That's right. And then, Doug, you want to talk about college paintball? What's going on in the college paintball world?
Yes. So for the CPPL, we are working out right now. We just kind of finished dividing up the regions. So really, it's just going to make it easier for all the teams to play events throughout the year against other college teams, right? Because the way college paintball is right now, there is a disparity in what I would call the talent or like the achievement level to what it used to be. Back before I even ended up at OSU and anything like that, you had dudes that were playing on Vicious and like dudes that were playing pro that just also happened to play for their college because they were in school. Like FAU was huge back in the day because you had half of them playing for ML Kings and shit down in Florida. So like the talent and experience level has massively decreased. And it can be a little discouraging to go and play these like divisional events where you got mixed talent levels, so you're kind of forced into playing D4, but half your team isn't really ready for D4. So really happy that we've now taken a step into dividing it out into regions. Each team knows where they're going to play. They're at a field within 4 to 8 hours of where they live. Like for us, OSU, funny you mentioned Blast Camp. We're about to contact them about becoming the host field for the Midwestern Great Lakes Elite. Yeah, okay. So it's probably going to be there. We were talking about a field up in Michigan, but it was a field I'd never even heard of. And I brought up the point we have a Discord chat, and I was like, why would we go somewhere that gets no recognition? Like, why not go somewhere that's like super close to Chicago and like just a much more central location for a lot of Midwesterners instead of heading north up to Michigan? So yeah, but really happy that's all coming together. I'm glad the league is like really back and like picking up steam, and that once we got the conversation started, that enough of us wanted to bring it back. The current kids that are like seniors and juniors at a lot of these other schools, especially Brody at Tennessee, you're awesome. Like I lit the fire and he took the shit and ran. So yeah, really happy the league is back. You guys will see some events and some coverage. I'm hoping they do live stream too, like they did down at MVPS. But yeah, sure. Happy to see it.
All right. So Hormesis 1v1 tournament is obvious, or a tour I should say, is in full effect. The first one was at Level. We did a vlog on that. There's been a few content videos on that. So obviously that's going well. They've been all over the U.S. Shout out to our boy Todd Boyer from KC All-Stars. He just won the last one. I think that was out on the West Coast.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he took a second at the field that was close to him, which I think I'm not sure if it was at his field, but anyways, he just won the last one. Nice. So really good group of these like championships. For all you guys that are unfamiliar with the Hormesis 1v1, basically every person that wins their location gets to go and compete for, I think it's $10,000 at the final. So Todd's going to have that opportunity, and Cameron Bushby was the guy that won it here in Columbus, and he plays for the Vegas Misfits, Golden Misfits. But.
The one dude, Verbal, the content creator, he's been posting a lot about this dude, the Reaper, who was the dude looks like a fucking menace. Like, I would hate to play against him.
So funny story. His name is Jacob Johnson. And
Okay.
I actually just reached out to him on Instagram and told him I was a big fan.
Yeah.
Like, if I was playing semi-pro paintball, I would be exactly like him.
Bro, it's been fun to watch the content
He's
that
really
Verbal's
good
putting out
too.
of him, man.
Yeah,
He was
he's
nasty.
really good. Yeah, he's the one that won in Texas.
Yeah,
for
Yep.
sure.
That was dope.
All right, next, guys. Last weekend was the Pittsburgh Open Classic. For all you guys that are unfamiliar, Tim Montressor, who unfortunately passed away during COVID, was a professional player for Tampa Bay Damage, and he formed basically like a Big 10-man tournament that has just completely blossomed. Honestly, It's because of Tim that like this whole ICPL thing is a thing, and 10-man starting to make a comeback and has been around, and Mech's back in full force and everything else like that. So Pittsburgh Open Classic, it's been rebranded. It was the Iron City Classic, but that happened last weekend. Shout out to John Rathbun from Core Outdoor. He actually came to visit the store here.
I heard. I couldn't make it in for that, but I heard he was here. How was that?
So it was great. It was really good. We had a good time. Had some donuts, and I guess John's on a low carb diet, but he wanted donuts, so we supplied the man with donuts.
Is that why there's donuts left that I'm still finishing right now?
Probably. Who knows? Well, those might be from Papa Mark and Cody, but
That is true.
so yeah, that was really nice. I actually, this sounds bad, but I don't know who won it. But needless to say, I mean, people don't really
I don't think people keep up so much on like the winners of the 10-man events. It's more like, did you go and did you have fun?
Yeah.
Cody was telling us before we started that there was some brawl or some massive, like someone got dunked on, or I don't know. If you guys can find the clip, please post a link. We couldn't find it when we were looking for it before.
Well, I'm sure we probably find it. But yeah, it was pretty nasty. And then on the scenario side, guys, a couple events happening in the month of August. Mad Max actually happened the weekend, so 2 weekends ago at Blast Camp. So Blast Camp's really cool because it's actually based on an old Cold War missile silo.
Yeah, Cody was just telling me that.
Silo. Yeah, so it's really cool because it's like you're literally like, I mean, I don't know if anybody's ever seen Chernobyl, but like it kind of reminds you of that almost. But you're playing paintball, so it's really cool. Cody and I last weekend when we were at this event, we're like, man, we should really come just play this field one weekend instead of like worrying about speedball. Just come play this because it looks really cool. So that happened, and then Super Game East. By the time this video is released, it'll probably already happened, but that's at OXCC in Maryland, so that's a big game.
Is that this coming weekend?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah. So Super Game is like I think 3-event series, and I think this is the last leg for the Super Game series, I want to say. That's really about it, guys. The only other thing that we like to point out is a few product highlights and product releases. HK Army released the Fossil LV2.
Saw that. It was dope.
That was like 2 weeks ago or something like that. Yeah. So we might be getting a few of those in. We're still trying to figure that out. The Free Flow Tricks, guys, came out, and that thing's really cool.
See that at all? What, is that another Mech gun?
So it's Free Flow's edition of the Die DSR, but it's like custom milled, and it has like different internal. It has a different bolt. It has Iron Pro kit. It comes with like a mech frame, so that's really cool.
Oh, you know what? I did hear something about that like forever ago. I heard about that.
Yeah, it's like they released it, but then like actual production
soft release, and now they have like a
yeah, it's actually coming out. So G-Tech 180 of our mech frame, guys, stay tuned for that because they're supposed to be here tomorrow. So unfortunately, we can't do a video on it yet, but very soon we'll have a video on installing that as well as some shooting, videos of that and all that stuff, some comparison videos.
Yep.
Obviously, that's going to be big. And then HK Army also released a new
They
style
did their own mini. They did their own mini. I saw that.
Great idea.
Like, why did that not happen sooner?
Right.
Like,
was that your thought? Because that was my thought.
That's literally the first thing. I was like, how is this 2023 and this is just now happening? Like, don't sleep on the mini, man. That thing will take the world by storm before you even know it. It's a good gun.
Yeah, for sure.
And so, then, just to point something out about these two right here. So Luxes are on sale. How much, Joel?
14.
Okay, so about 150 off. So awesome. Get them now while you can, because I don't know how long that sale is going to go. Go till inventory's out. And then we got the last of the Virtue. Is this the 280?
Spire.
The big boy?
No,
this is just the Spire.
The regular Spire camos. So all the colors besides the camos have been sold out for quite some time. We took the last of the camos, so those are on sale on the website if you guys are looking for a good loader.
150.
They were 140. We marked them down another $10, so they're at $129.95. So you get a really good loader for a really good price.
There you go.
And definitely a good option if you can't afford Spire 5. And hopefully Spire 5's, I have some information on that, but hopefully Spire 5's will be back soon. About it. As far as product releases, honestly, this month was probably more product releases than big games going on.
Yeah, that's probably been the biggest thing. I know that also, I'll just say it, MSXL Indy is coming 2 weeks from now. We will not be in attendance because we have to go to a wedding for one of our old Punishers buddies, but to everyone playing MSXL Indy, good luck, guys. Have fun.
And there's TSXL on the East Coast, EPL on the East Coast. I think there was just a WCPPL event a couple weeks back.
There was. And Connor Kelly got hurt at that event.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, he was playing with some other team. I'm assuming like a high divisional team. I can't remember exactly who they were.
Connor Kelly plays for Houston Heat.
Yes, he's a Houston Heat player, but his pro points hadn't hit and applied just yet, so he could still squeak in for one more divisional event. He actually injured his knee badly enough that he had to get flown home.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I just heard that on the HK podcast yesterday.
That's not good.
Yep.
That's not good.
But I mean, they did say, or at least Markey said, that there'll be enough time between when that happened to the Chicago event that he'll still probably play. He'll be all right. But yeah, definitely wishing the best for him. That's a shame to have your first.
It's probably not an ACL or MCL then, because
I'm assuming
he would definitely
you'd be out for a year.
Still,
You'd be out for a year if it was that. Hey, whatever he did, man, I'm just glad it's not that deep. So kudos to him. Hope it doesn't ruin his breakout year. But
for sure,
that's about all for the updates that I got for now, man.
Yep. So there it is, guys. Maybe September will be a little bit more intriguing.
We'll have an NXL event to talk about.
Yeah, for sure. So, as always, make sure that you like and subscribe and all that jazz. And we'll see you guys next time.
I'm so free.